You're getting quantitative data, you're reviewing, refining, and putting new challenger creatives in all the time. And the same with Google as well in terms of the actual text ads.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of people, they think it's set and forget. No, it's never set and forget. And some of the wastage people have is because they're not reviewing the search terms. In other words, what are people typing that triggers your Google ad? So, for example, one of the quickest ways to save yourself a whole lot of money is to go and add as a negative keyword the word jobs. So say if you're a speech therapist, you would make sure that anytime someone types in speech therapy jobs, that your ad doesn't show, because that's not your client. There's also looking at, say, your targeting. Is your ad being shown to the geographic area that can choose you? Because if they're not, then everything you're showing to people outside that area is wasted money. You've just paid a robot to do nothing for you. Even times a day. Like, what can you tell people about what times a day you'd be wanting to run ads for, say, a curtain business or a behaviour support practitioner? What do you do with times a day, and how do you make those decisions?
Yeah, it's looking at everything comes down to the data at the end of the day. So within the actual ad platform, we can segment data by times of the day. We can segment it by individual postcode, zip codes. We can segment by age demographics. We can segment by gender. We can do many different elements. We can look in the AdWords account and Meta account and say, for this kind of audience, over the last 30 days, we've spent X and we've returned Y. So, it's just a case of going through all those individual kind of lines, working out what's the most efficient, and then pushing the majority of the budget to the best performers. It's basically the approach. So really analysing the data in great detail, and then, pushing budget to what's working.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why it's an ongoing thing. That's why it's not do it yourself from your backyard. If you've only got $500 a month that you're going to spend on ads, sure, do it yourself. Or get someone off Upwork to set up for you, and then just hope for the best, right? But if you've got some serious coin that you're putting behind, like I remember a business that I used to run, we used to spend 30 grand a month on ads across all the different things that we were doing. If you're spending 30 grand a month on ads, that's different to spending like $500. At 30 grand a month, if you've even got 10% wastage, that's 3 grand wasted. So as opposed to if you've only spent $500 and 10% of it's wasted, it's only $50. Who cares?